Hey everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Well, it's our backyard update, and it's Karen's favorite time of year.
Which, as you know, if you know me, he's joking. It's dark by 4:30, and today it's particularly cold.
Yes.
But we wanted to give you guys an update and let you know what's going on with us.
So, as you know, we are working to be completely independent 501c3 for No Harbor starting January 1st, and we're excited about that. And really, what's motivating us is, and as you know, is just the massive amount of people, especially young people, who have left the church, who are deconstructing and have departed.
Yeah, and when we have so many,
Right.
that's when it really begs the question, what's happening?
Yeah.
And what's the latest statistic
Well,
that you...
well, right now, the average age of church attendance has gone up to 56 years old.
Isn't
from
that
the,
astounding?
Yeah, from the mid 40s just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the largest growing religious group in the United States is people who don't believe anything.
Yeah.
And the largest source of people making that group grow are people who have left the church.
And I think just because of where we're at here in the New York area and being able to be connected with so many young people, it's really part of what has fueled this passion
Right.
for us for No Harbor to help people heal from some of the hurt and disillusionment they've experienced from the church, and also help them reconnect with Jesus.
Right. And those are our two goals. So we work with people who both are deconstructing, and what we found is people who are deconstructing don't necessarily want to lose their relationship with Jesus. So our goals are to help people to heal and to reconnect. And so as far as healing is concerned, why don't you say a little bit about that, hon?
Well, when we talk about healing, it's so much more than just thinking the right things. What we've learned, especially what we've learned in therapy, it's a whole bodied experience. It involves not only what we think, but what we feel. And so much of that is experiential.
Yeah.
So within No Harbor, we provide that safe community, which we'll talk about a little bit more, but that's a big part of the healing process.
Right. And then also helping people reconnect with Jesus. We've found that most deconstructed people actually want to keep their relationship with Jesus. And we have seen that that it's not so much that they want to go out and sin, or they're polluted by the world or whatever they learned in college or whatever, but they actually do want to stay with Jesus and reconnect with him, but they just don't know how.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Right.
say. It's like they know what they don't like and what's been hurtful, but what does it look like for them? How do they imagine themselves going forward? And that's where we have the opportunity to walk alongside these young people.
And one of the main ways we do that, my lips are starting to get numb because it's so cold out here, is through our cohorts. And our cohorts really have two things that we're trying to accomplish in our cohorts. And the first one is really to reframe beliefs. We feel like a lot of dysfunctions in the church come from poor theology. And so we help people reframe their beliefs. The main way we do that is through the book that I wrote. It's called No Harbor. And the subtitle is Course Corrections to Help You Find Jesus on Your Journey of Deconstruction. It's actually available on Amazon if anybody's interested. You just put No Harbor and our last name in there, it'll come up. But really what we're doing is help people reframe their beliefs. So, for example, can you accept the findings of modern science and believe the Bible to be true? Most people who have left the church have grown up feeling like there's a line in the sand. They either have to choose the Bible or choose science. And we help them to see that you can actually interpret the Bible in a way that you can accept the findings of modern science, but still keep a orthodox, historic Christian faith.
Yeah.
And so that's just one example of the ways that we help people reframe their beliefs. And when we do that, we could just see them just feel so much relief that they can, keep their relationship and keep their faith, and through the things that they've learned in reframing. So that's the first strategy that we have in our cohorts.
Yeah, and the second one is reconnecting in community.
Yeah.
I think these things together, the reframing of belief and reconnecting in community, is really both together the powerful dynamic that brings healing. And we talk about reconnecting in community. This is what is a new experience for them.
Right.
For most, when they had questions or doubts, they were either shunned, told they were in error, pushed away, all these sorts of things that
Right.
made them feel rejected, or they were disillusioned maybe by their church's position, let's say.
Right.
So they don't have a safe place anywhere to
Right.
go to discuss this because unfortunately that a lot of those spaces don't exist.
Right. One of the things we hear a lot is when they start having questions, they don't want to be made into a project, right?
Yeah.
They want to be made into a project. And so we give them an opportunity to be able to express their doubts, be able to express their concerns, their difficulties, and not be made into a project, and to be accepted and validated, right?
Well, yeah, what I would say about that, this is Jesus isn't afraid of them and not worried about their doubts and their questions. The Bible is full of questioners and doubters. The Psalms, just off the top of my head.
Right.
Oh, so many things. We could go on, but I won't. But all that to say is that's not always the case we find in church. And so sometimes our cohorts are the first time they are able to express some of their feelings about the way they've been treated or some of their fears, and just being able to be heard and validated is such a huge step towards that healing process.
Yes. And in the cohorts, it usually takes a few weeks for them to feel safe enough to express their concerns, their doubts, their issues. And when they experience that validation, you can actually see their shoulders relax and their face relax, because they're feeling safe for the first time. They're feeling acceptance and validation. And that is really, it's not, validation, acceptance is not the goal unto itself. It's
Right.
the environment that catalyzes healing, and the environment that healing takes place. And so that safe community helps people to reconnect with Jesus in due time. And so anyway, that's what our cohorts are trying to accomplish. Our next step, and what we're working on now, is people who finish our cohorts, how do we continue in Christian community? And so you can be praying for that. Our governing board is answering that question right now, discussing that question. How do we, after our cohort's done, provide faith community that's life-giving to our people who are finished? So we appreciate your prayers as we strategize for that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's getting cold out here, so I think it's time to go back inside. But thank you so much for your partnership. We're so appreciative of the people who believe in what we're doing, and your investments, your prayers, your partnership are really resulting in people healing and rediscovering Jesus.
We appreciate you so much. We appreciate your prayers and your investments. To serve Jesus, who is the life giver, is so worthy, and we feel privileged to be part of his work in this very special way. So thank you for joining with us in that.
Yes, and check out our website, noharbor.org, and we hope that that's informative and encouraging to you. So have a great night. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.